Hi guys, hola hola. Okay, this is day 5 of the 12 Junky days of Christmas. I have this pot holder that I deconstructed and used the fabric, the printed fabric, fussy cut it out and put it on a journal page, but I have this left over. I was going to toss it and then I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to try something with this. So this stuffing here, I'm going to make a padded journal cover. So we're going to make another journal cover, but I'm going to pad it. So what you have to do, I just wanted to show you guys real quick, is you have to pull all the stitches out because you just want the felt pad, right? So I'm going to go through here and seam rip or pick out all these stitches, and they actually pull out pretty easily. If you can grip the tail, you can get most of it out in one go. So I'm going to take all this out. See there? Whole thing comes out. And I'll be back. So I didn't need the full piece of batting. This one tore in half because I split it. I split the thickness of it. So I have this big piece and then I have this little partial piece. And this partial piece is what I'm going to use for this. So you just, you know, lay it down on top of your, lay your image down on top of your batting and then trim it. Been cutting so much junk with these scissors now that they don't want to cut fabric or fiber. Okay. And it's okay if it's a little small, because you want it to be a little smaller than, about 1/4 inch all the way around, smaller than the image. Okay, get a little shorter. Yeah, that's good. So you want to put that, you want to glue that to the back of the card. Or image that you're going to stitch down that you want to be puffy. I think there are other people that have done tutorials about this. I don't know. I saw one and it was quite old and I cannot remember the name of the lady that did it. So I apologize. If you are the person or if you know some other ones, please feel free to link them, you know, in your comments down below and let me know where they are. I don't mind. But I used to do this when I did card making and scrapbooking too. I was always, you know, 15, 20 years ago, when they didn't have any scrapbooking stuff, I would make my own and I would cut images out of magazines or even out of fabric. I used fabric a lot in my scrapbook. So now I'm going to make this mat a little bigger than I'm actually going to need. So I'm just going to stitch it down. I'm going to ink the edges of the image first. Then I'm going to glue this down on this side to the paper. Then I'm going to stitch it and then I'll be back. Okay, so I stitched it down to the cardstock, cut the little mat off. Then I inked it up, and then I cut this. I liked this because I like the little dots because there's the snowflakes in the picture. And I wanted this little dot thing to frame it, but the photo's not the right size, and no matter how much I adjust it. So we're going to do this. We're going to center it with the dots on the top and the bottom and the little flower pieces on the sides. And I'm going to glue this down. So I like doing these. I have several vintage pieces like this. They're usually made with satin. Now you could print your image on fabric like satin or silk. I know you used to be able to buy it in sheets back in the scrapbooking days. I probably still have some of it here in my stash somewhere. But I always just cut a piece of satin out, iron it with, iron on to butcher paper, because butcher paper has that waxy, you know, stuff, and I use that for sewing. And then cut it to 8.5 by 11 and feed it through my printer. Now, I haven't tried it with this new EcoTank printer that I have. I gotta give it a whirl and see how it works. But I'm hoping that I can do the same thing with this one. And this is a straight feed-through printer, which tends to not get jammed as much, which I love. And I have some other techniques that I'm going to try and film and post on here too, using printing on aluminum cans, actually, which is pretty cool. But I don't have the stuff. There's a product that you have to prep the can with to print on it, and that is in my storage, deep in storage. So if I can remember the name of the company, I will order some more, because it could be a while before I get that stuff out of storage. I love how this is forgivable. Now it bends a little bit when you sew it, but once you glue it down to the next piece, it gets nice and flat. Okay, now this is going to go on, I'm going to make another journal cover, but it's going to be a bigger size journal. And some lucky person is going to win this one. And let me tell you, you're going to want this one, because it is going to turn out super cute. Just wait and see. All right, now I'm going to go get the stuff to make the journal cover. I'll be back. Okay, so I took a file folder, sprayed it with some of the Tim Holtz Distress ink. I think this is one of the mermaid blue colors. So you can still see a little bit of the file folder coming through. And I sprayed it on both sides, and I took some of this really cool paper that I got. I don't know where I got this a long time ago. One of those, you know, like the Paper Source or some place where you buy big, huge rolls, you know, or sheets of paper. It's got a nice pearly texture to it. So I went ahead and glued it down on this side, and then reinforced the spine with some Fabri-Tac with this pretty, you know, wintry, icy, iridescent fabric that I have. So I want to put this here. Now, what I'm thinking is, I'm not liking the brown on the edge here. I'm thinking about putting some white with some gesso and glittering it up. And then I have this believe sign, but I don't want gold. I'll see how it looks with the gold, but I think that I might make it white also. I'm really stoked, guys. I just talked to a contractor. So I know I've been telling you my saga of my building problems here. Wanting to do this job, and well, he's not a contractor, he's a handyman, but he's done work for me in the past, and he wasn't available, and he lives kind of far away, and he didn't really want to commute to Napa. But things are slow right now, and people are needing jobs, and it's the holidays, and he's like, you know what, I'll do it for you, because I like you, and I want you to, you know, get things going the way you need to get them going. So he's going to call my cousin, who is the boss, the jefe of the job, and get it all figured out. Okay, this is a problem. I don't want to put the gesso in the lid, because if I do that, then the lid glues shut. This is why you need craft Vaseline, which I just learned about recently from Miss Tracy Fox. You have to have some, keep it for your, you know, your lids of your paints and different things that get mucked up. And having some craft Vaseline to put on all your stuff helps. I don't have any, but I'm gonna get some. Uh-oh. So you gotta be careful. Be light-handed with this. See, see, that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to get heavy-handed with it. But, you know, it's all right if you do. It's, just glitter. Okay. Ooh, I like that a lot. So cute. All right, we'll set that aside to dry. And now I'm going to gesso up the Believe sign because I don't think the gold is going to go. I think it'll look much cuter in white. What are your thoughts, people? This little sign I bought at Tuesday morning locally. I don't know if they have any left. I got this was the last one they had because believe me, I would have bought all the Believes they had. Well, I did buy all they had, which was all of one. But if they had more, I'd have bought them all. $1.19, and it was on sale too. So, oh, look at that! How the dot is attached. So this glitter is really on there, which is kind of nice. So I'm going to gesso it just to turn it white. There. Okay. There, that's going to look great. Alrighty. So the gesso's still wet. Now I'm going to do this. If I don't get a good enough coat on it, I will come back when it dries and redo it with Mod Podge. Look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. Got that Cher song, Believe, in my head when I see this. Makes me think of it. 'Cause after all is said and done, you're gonna be the lonely one. Oh, do you believe in love? Okay, can't hit the high notes anymore. I used to be able to back in the day when I used to sing. But, you know, ever since menopause, yeah, my voice changed. It's like, you know, reverse puberty. Everything stops working where it all starts working with puberty. It all stops working with the menopause. All right, we're going to let that dry. And then I'm going to come back and assemble the whole journal. All right, thanks. Look at it. Oh my gosh. I love it. So cute. Well, aside from the fact that it's my colors. So it's very thin inside. It's not a real thick cover because it's just one file folder. So whoever, I'm going to leave it the way it is and just leave the stuff on there, and whoever gets it, you know, if they want to reinforce it, they can, whatever. I'm just gonna, okay, I don't know if you've ever worked with this stuff before. It's really fun. I never use it like this. I actually take it apart. But you got to get it started first. You can't just pull it. I think I got it. Nope. got to get the right, you have to unravel it a little bit first, and then once you have it all unraveled. Sorry, it's so close to the camera, guys. I have to have it close to my eyes so I can see it. Plus it's all white on white on white. It's hard to... Darn it. Okay, let me unravel this and just pull it. Look, the whole thing unravels. So, once it's unraveled, so if you see this stuff anywhere, buy it, because look at that. Isn't that great? You can use it to stitch your things closed. So I might do a little bit of the blue, a little bit of the white. Mix it together. We'll see. So sometimes you got to kind of wiggle it just a little bit. You got to kind of go toggle back and forth like this. For some reason, I don't know why, but it works better. There. Okay, look at that. Ooh, it's so beautiful. It's so sparkly. I love sparkly things. I have an obsession with sparkly things. That's why I actually have a lot of, isn't that lovely? My lovely COVID lockdown manicure. My nail lady's closed. I'm gonna have to go to another county to get my nails done. Because I'm bummed out and I want to get them done in silver for the holidays. But yes, I love sparkly things. And there was a point. Oh, my rings. So this is my wedding ring from the first wedding, the real legal wedding. And then I have, well, actually, no, it's not. This is the ring from the second wedding, the one in my parents' vineyard. I have a pinky ring. We exchanged pinky rings for the first wedding. And then I have a beautiful, when I get my new manicure, I'll put all my rings on and you guys can see them and I'll explain to you all about them. I'm gonna tell you now. When you can't even see the freaking ring, we'll do it again when I have all the rings. All right, so this still needs to dry a little bit before I can, yeah, see. It's so wet. I'm gonna go put it in front of the heater and get it dry and I'll be back. All right, so I'm gonna glue everything down now. So I wanted to illustrate the point that if you have some glittery things or some letters or something and they're not the color you want, gesso them and then use paint, you know, but the gesso has that clay in it, you know, so it really covers well. Gesso it and then paint it whatever color you want. But I love it, and I love the little bit of white, you know, the gesso around the edge. It's a little textural. I didn't have to use texture paint or anything like that. It just, you know, did it all by itself. And then got the little puffy picture. So cute. So I'm going to glue this all down. And then I'm going to wrap this tie. Maybe I'm going to wrap the tie around the little girl. Here, hold on. Let's see what we're going to do here. Let's do 2 white and a blue. The blue is long because it didn't break like the white. Let's see. See if I like it like that before I commit and glue it on. Because once I glue it on, it's on there for good. I kind of like this believe on the picture a teeny bit. I gotta stand up above it so I can see. No. Anybody else saying, no, no, don't do it, Karen, no. Don't stick it on there. So what I might do, let's try this. Let's see the blue, double over the blue. not quite as long. Okay, I'm gluing it down and then we'll go back to those. I may not even use them. But for now, I'll decide. And something to note, the Fabri-Tac reactivated the gesso. See, now I'm gonna have to glitter it again a teeny bit. The gesso got mushed onto my finger. So kind of like that. What do you guys think? Center the E in that there. I love it. This is so adorable. So I hope you guys are doing well. I know everybody says that, but you know what? I know everybody truly means it too. It's scary out there right now. More and more cases, and the first go around, I didn't know anybody who got it, and now I know several people who have it. Like I said, the family that my daughter nannies for, the mom came back with it from Mexico, and the dad got it. Nobody else. Well, then the little girl got it. Poor little thing, and she was really sick too. So. You know, my kid's sister, little sister got it. She's 16. A friend of mine got it, an adult, you know, friend. So, you know, and the thing is a lot of times I don't know where they get it. So, it's kind of scary times right now. Oh my gato. I love it. So cute. Look at that. So simple. So, you know, go to the dollar store and buy those little, you get two of them for $1 at the Dollar Tree, the little heat pad, you know, oven mitt pad things, the square ones. And then pick all the trim off, pick all the stitching out, take the fabric off. You use the fabric for part of your journal, use the puffy stuff for here. And look, just to do a couple little pieces, I got enough of this stuff when you split it in half, once you open it up, to do probably 4, maybe 6 pictures if I do some tiny ones. But I wanted to do this little journal a little bit bigger. I just think she's so cute with that little blue coat. My daughter had a red coat like that with the little muff and everything. It was red with black trim and a little fur muff, and I loved it. And she had black, dark, curly hair. She was adorable. All right, so what I was thinking with these is we could just put it inside and tie it in a bow, and then let the recipient do whatever they want with it. They could use this in, you know, in the making of the journal, or, you know, decorate it up somehow. But it's super short. So I don't know if it's going to tie very well. All right. Aww. So cute. She's adorable. All right, people. Remember to comment if you want to be entered into the drawing for this little beauty. She's so cute. I appreciate you stopping by. Pass the word. Let people know to come check it out. Or, you know, I know some people don't want to because they want, not very many people comment and they got a better chance of winning. But I would love it if you would share the love and let people know about my channel. I'm trying really hard to make some really, really cool things to kind of inspire you. So again, just a fabric scrap, some little things that I've had for probably 20 years, and a little sign and a cute little thing with a upcycled piece of puffy stuff from a pot holder. There we go. Cute little journal cover. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.